I want to show you some of my favorite Cooters cups, man. I actually dropped one of them, so I had to replace it. And I dropped that one. I was like, damn, that was my favorite one. And I like the black cup. And actually, I like this one, too. Not a Cooters cup, but I ordered a couple more of those, too. So, ordered this one again. And I just like it. It's got the 01 on it. It's got the, you know, it's a 69 Dodge Charger, but it's painted Chevy orange red, as far as I know. I like Mopars, Chevys, Fords, I like every damn thing. So, but I got this puppy too. This thing's, if I drop it, it won't matter too much. It's made out of stainless steel, which is good, and it's insulated, which is good too. Some of those insulated things, like these, they're not insulated, but you know what it is. I'm out here doing stuff, and a lot of times I'm drinking coffee out of this thing right now, espresso. I'm out here doing stuff, and actually I ain't gonna be working on this car right this second because I gotta go out here and mow this lawn by hand with a little 22-inch mower all day out here in the hot sun. So by the time I do that, I'll see how much energy I got left for freaking doing. I got a lot of other shit I gotta be doing. So, but I like supporting Cooters, man. He's got some cool stuff. I always watched. I got all their shows. I don't know, there's 8 seasons, I think. I'm only on season 4. I watched them before, but I never got all the seasons before. I was missing some of them. And I watched them so long ago, I don't remember the damn shows, to tell you the truth. Because I watched them probably about close to 20 years ago when I got those DVDs. And I was missing a few seasons because, but every once in a while I watch one, like maybe 1 or 2 a week. So, but one of the favorite characters I got in that show, actually I like Cooter, but you know who's actually growing on me a lot is Boss Hogg. That character, that actor, Sorrel Book, man, he has some of the funniest expressions of his face, like he makes. He does. When I'm watching this guy, I'm kind of looking at it with a critical eye, not just for enjoyment. I'm like saying, this guy was damn good. He was good, man. He's funny, man. He's funny. So I got a lot of stuff out here, actually, with, you know, you can see Roscoe P. Coltrane and Cooter for President. Got that on the mailbox, too. Redneck Parking Only. Cooter's Garage. Dixie Motor Oil. And also got over here, you can see my son's Confederate plate up there. Got Hazard County on this side. So, and you know, one of the things that's taking me a little longer on doing this, you know, Cooter for President back here again. I got to be going. You know, if I get up to Tennessee or North Georgia, kind of leaning towards North Georgia because it's going to be a little easier move. And building on that property that's pretty much up there in the mountains ain't gonna be too easy. So, but I might be going to some of these events, like he's got here, you know, May 24th to 28th, meet Deputy Cletus Hogg, Rick Hurst, Nashville, Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. They got Deputy Anna Strait, you know, Sonny Schroyer. I'll tell you, I wish Boss Hogg was still around, man. Boss Hogg, you know, everybody that passed away, it was part of that cast. I got it in my head that I could have saved him and kept him around for another 100 years. So if Cooter, you're still listening there, Ben Jones, just listen to what I got to say on some of my channel here. So I plan to be around at least 150 years more. You got Daisy Duke, Luray, Virginia. See, if I was up in the northeast corner of Tennessee, I could reach all those places pretty easy. Actually, even North Georgia. And here he's got... oh yeah, discount code ANT564. I gotta use my other newer computer because I didn't take a discount code this time. But anyway, I do quite a bit of business with this guy. This isn't, Cooter ought to offer this. This is actually, this cup comes from Florida locally. I ordered 2 of them. I think I ordered 2 more of these things just in case I bust one. I was afraid of, I was surprised they broke this thing. Actually, didn't break it outside. I was on a kitchen table and I turned my chair around and the chair caught the handle. It wasn't, I was trying to be very careful with it, and the chair caught the handle and knocked it over. And I was like, man, I gotta get another one of these. I can't live without that cup, man. So this has the 01 on the side and COOTERs. I like the black one better than the orange one. Well, actually, this one they're both 15 ounces. He's got some ones that are smaller. This is in the design that's black up here. It's like, you know, that's how they have it. This one's a little wider, like this one too. Because what I do is I make some espresso every day. I drink espresso coffee, man. That gives me the wake up shot in the morning. And I put ice in it. And I drink it out of this stuff. But I'm going to be drinking out of this one when I'm outside. Because I'm afraid to take these outside. You know, I'll bust them. I usually take this green one outside. It's by Stanley. But I want to take that one outside because it's stainless steel. And we had a little black cat here this morning. Not Boots the Confederate cat, but he was out there on the steps there. So that same one with the bushy tail came by again. So, but I'm having fun with this stuff. And, you know, people want to be a hater. The hell with them, man. I mean, this was the freedom flag, man. Don't let them freaking fool you, man. You know, one of the things I always figured, because, well, let me put it this way. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm very familiar with the money angles on things. And, you know, and I always looked at, you know, what happened back in 1861, 1865, and actually before that, you know, the North didn't fight to free anybody. I can guarantee that right now. It's a superfluous reason. It was a superfluous reason why the South even used that reason to secede. It was like, it was really over money. The South didn't want to say, hey, we don't want to freaking support your freaking industry with crony capitalism by paying all these extra taxes and stuff on imports. We don't want to support your industry. We want to just get the stuff wherever the hell we want to get it from without having to be forced to buy it from the North. You know, that's what really the import tariff was about. In effect, it attacked a tariff on cotton. But when you look at all the money angles, you know, it's hands down what really went on. So that flag is nothing to do with, you know, the major media tears up this flag like crazy because they don't want you knowing all the truth, right? So, but I really like that Dukes of Hazzard show because they got some really good ones in here, man. I mean, I mean, I noticed, you know, they put a lot of stuff in here, man. Sometimes they really put some cool scenes in there and stuff, and it brings out the flavor of what the South's about. And I'm gonna, you know, when I get, you know, it might be. Oh, look at this thing. I don't want to zoom in, huh? It might be that I don't want to focus now. But it might be that you know, the way I'm going to get up to Georgia or Tennessee is I'm just going to get a trailer, an enclosed trailer, a big one, and pull it with this thing. And that's one reason I wanted the clutch in this thing good, the engine good, and all this garbage. Because if I'm going to be pulling stuff with this thing, man, you don't want this thing going breaking down on me, man. And I might put a big Confederate flag on the side of the enclosed trailer. I mean, it'd get me in trouble, man. You know, I don't know. But to me, it's more fun when people aren't doing it. It's sort of like, you know, it reminds me of, I got a Harley. You know, if you know, people know me on the channel, they got a Harley. But you know, I like riding a Harley more when it wasn't more popular. And it's kind of like this Confederate stuff. It's kind of like not that popular across the country all the way, but it's popular in some niches. But it's individualistic. That's what it is. You know, it's fighting the power. And actually, that's, you know, what the theme of Dukes of Hazzard was about, fighting the power. So, you know, there's my old forest flag. Probably in focus now, a little bit better. Roscoe P. Coltrane. But, you know, kind of like it. So, and, you know, I'm always supporting these guys. I'm always supporting C.H. Cadell's out of Georgia, Bud K. out of Georgia. You know, any place that's got the balls to sell anything with the flag on it, I'll support. So, and, you know, there'll probably be, you know, I don't know how long it's going to take, because there's so many projects I'm doing out here, because it's like I'm getting sidetracked doing stuff. It's like, there's so many different things I got to freaking take care of, not just, you know, I can't just go work on the car. But, you know, I'd like to put, there's a, on eBay, they got a vinyl sticker that you can put the Confederate flag on here. And actually, since I got a smaller roof for this El Camino, it would go on there really. What it is it's one's made for an ATV, a Polaris ATV. It's a little smaller than the one that goes on the actual Charger General Lee, but this roof is smaller. So instead of having it long ways going this way, you'd have it long ways going this way. Because it's made for an ATV, it actually would fit on here perfect, and you'd have the General Lee here and the General Lee over on the other side. But I don't want to do that until the car is running right and it's more reliable, because I don't want to have something with a Confederate flag and General Lee and the car break down. It'd be kind of embarrassing. You know what I mean? So, but it's only like, I think it's like 28, 30 bucks or some crap like that. It's not like 100 something. And I put it on there and I clean it off really good, you know, when I put it on there, and then I could just clear coat it with something cheap like, yeah, this stuff. Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum 2x ultra clear. Actually, this stuff, that holds up pretty good. I should be surprised. As long as it's chemically clean, it'll hold up. And that sticker won't come off. Once you got to chemically clean it, just put it on there like real light coats. Because once it binds, it gets a binding coat. You can put it on there, and it'll last. I mean, I've actually clear coated stuff where the clear coat was peeling up on that Chevy, you know, a couple years ago. Still on there. Don't come off. Don't let them freaking fool you about. You know, as long as you got it prepped right, even that Rust-Oleum clear coat, it's it's good on UV. So I'll put that right over the sticker, and the sticker will be right in here. It'll look pretty professional for like 30 bucks. Hey, you know. So I'll have and actually, tell you the truth, you know, an El Camino would have been a good car for the, you know, the Dukes of Hazzard too, except for the coil spring suspension. I'm gonna admit that they had a point about that. The torsion bars would. That Charger was a NASCAR circuit car, you know, and more. But the El Camino would have been a bad car too, actually, because it's you know, it's a farm truck and all this other garbage. I use this thing. I don't. This thing actually, you know, you can see there's some leaves in here and stuff. Man, I fill it up with branches and leaves and wood and concrete, and that's why I'll be getting some springs for it later. I'm going to get some springs, variable rate springs for this sucker, and they're easy to change. And it's already got overload shocks in there for probably, they've been in there for like, I don't know, geez, 28 years. I'm going to leave them in there, the same ones, with the spring over. Just unbolt the bottom and just, because it's not hard to change the springs on these damn things. They only run you about 50 something bucks. So that'll bring the ride height back up in the back. You don't kind of do everything cheap, but you know, that's the way to be a mechanic. You know, you don't actually replace every damn thing there is. You know, if you're doing that, you might also just get a whole new everything and spend umpteen thousands of dollars. I'm kind of like a repair guy, so that's the real way to do the mechanic stuff. Anyway, over and out, and that's in the spirit of Cooter's Garage, right? Over and out.